Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. As we look ahead at the week to come, we'll certainly see some welcome changes that are on the horizon. We'll see that we are going to lift out of the freezing cold temperatures that we have been enduring here recently, and we'll see highs as early as today climb above that freezing mark and offer a reprieve from what ended up being record-setting bitter cold and windy conditions over the weekend, with those wind chills well below zero for a good portion of the weekend. Now, looking towards Wednesday, we will see that the warm-up becomes a bit more noticeable as an upper-level ridge, which can be seen down on the bottom left here, begins extending upwards from the Gulf, and we'll also see high pressure to the south. Those are going to work together to push in some warmer and moist air from the southern areas, and we'll see those temperatures climb into the mid to upper 40s. And then by Wednesday, we'll see those temperatures, those above average temperatures, continue for what we can, at this point in the year, call a heat wave. And alongside a few low-end chances of rain on Wednesday, we'll see a front move through, and that could interact with some moisture, yet limited in availability. But if we do end up seeing any showers, it would likely be minimal and scattered in nature. But on the backside of that cold front, we'll unfortunately see some cooler air settle in, along with high pressure that is going to be building in from the north, which can be seen up to the top left, and that will put an end to that alleged heat wave. And then Thursday and Friday will be slightly below average until we move into the weekend, where we are unfortunately tracking another potential low-pressure system, and it's currently modeled to move through the region Sunday and into Monday. However, this time we don't have that source of cold air locked in. So as of right now, and given it is a week out, so a lot could change, but as of right now, it does look to be primarily a rain event as we close out the week ahead. Now, for the 24-hour forecast, we are expecting clear skies early on in the day and through most of the working hours. We'll see some clouds build in those evening and overnight hours and into the early morning hours of tomorrow, starting with high-level clouds and then kind of working their way down closer towards the ground with time. Temperatures for today started out in the teens and have since climbed into the 20s, expected to get to the low to mid 30s, and our winds are remaining rather consistent, light this morning, gusting occasionally, but those winds are going to be trending downwards to become light and variable once we get out of the working hours of today. And for the risk chart, only seeing the chance of some sub 10-degree wind chills, which right now looks like we're sitting at about 8 degrees. So definitely a cold start to the morning, but we'll see everything kind of trend upwards as we close out the day ahead. For the short-term outlook, Tuesday we can anticipate partly to mostly cloudy conditions, a high in the mid-40s, and greens across the board. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, but we do see that very slight chance of some passing showers, and at this point, a lot of those showers do look to be either a bit south or just offshore. We'll see a low in the upper 30s and a chance of seeing some lowered ceilings. And then on Wednesday, partly cloudy conditions and a high near 50, and those winds elevated just a bit. Good chance of seeing a wind advisory as of current. And for the 7 days ahead, we'll see those temperatures increasing here, and then a slight chance on Tuesday into Wednesday for some rain, and then a slight cool down once that cold front comes through. And then on Sunday, the next notable feature will be that potential low moving through the area, where we have a pretty good chance of picking up a decent amount of rain. In general, those temperatures much higher than what we've been seeing recently, and for the lows, seeing temperatures in the mid-20s to 30s. Now that is going to conclude the 7-day outlook Be back tomorrow for the daily weather operation brief. Hope everyone has a great day.